Hi everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see how your person is currently feeling about you, as well as what messages they would convey to you if they could. So here we have 3 piles in front of you. We have pile 1 with the rose quartz, pile 2 with the emerald, and pile 3 with the lapis lazuli. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you are the most energetically drawn to. You can pick based on anything. You can pick based on the crystals, the angel numbers, and the timestamps below. It is really up to you, but do go ahead and pick based on your intuition. And once you have done that, you can head over to the comments or the description box below to find the timestamps. And yeah, we will see you in your respective pile. Hi pile 1, thank you so much for tuning in. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection, as well as what messages your person would give to you. So yeah, here we have the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle this to see what comes out. Okay, we already have a card that came face up. So we got the 8 of Wands. That's really positive. 8 of Wands signifies movement, action, things happening fast. You actually seeing the manifestation of the movement in the 3D. So that's a good thing. That's a good way to start off your reading. But of course, we'll go ahead and pick some more cards to see what exactly that entails. I'm going to go ahead and pick a couple of clarifying cards. With this 8 of Wands, like, what is it that your person wants to tell you? What is it that I feel like, okay, the 8 of Wands kind of has like I need to get something out. Like, I need to act fast. Like, it, you know, it's just like, not really desperation, but it's just like, okay, I need to do this. Like, I need this to happen. So it's just like, I'm seeing that there's something that your person wants to say, something that your person has been kind of like itching to tell you. But yeah, let's go and pick some cards to see what that is. Okay, we got the 6 of Needles. Yeah, so this is the clarifying cards. I'm gonna like pick cards from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck and then use the this deck. It's called Nightmare Before Christmas to clarify the cards that I feel like need clarification. So this says the 6 of Swords. So Swords has to do with communication, like more like verbal expression. So it's like, I feel like this person really wants to come out and tell you that like they're not over this, or like they want to revisit or rehash the past, or something to do with like really talking about something, because the 6 of Swords actually represents kind of, not really like, it does represent like movement and moving towards someone or something, but it's also, it has to do with like the inability to sort of let go of the past. Like, they haven't fully let go of the past, and therefore they want to like revisit it. So I am seeing that there's something that they really want to tell you that has something to do with something that went down in your relationship in maybe the previous stages. And when I say went down, it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but there is something that they want to bring up. Oh my gosh, my throat chakra, like, yeah, I really do feel like, yeah, they want to clear something up. They want to give you some sort of clarification. Let's pick a couple of cards to see what exactly that is. What is it what is it that they want to clarify? Is it like, I was going to say, is it good or bad, but is it like negative or positive? Is it going to result in like a fight or argument, or is it like something that they feel like you need to hear, or what? Okay, that is actually crazy. I was kind of like, I was foreshadowing this card to come up. I don't know why I got the vibe that this does have something to do with like a victory, success. Like, they want you back, they want to win you over. Okay, like VI is 6. Okay, that's the 6. It's funny because I almost thought that this was V. If this was 5 of Candles, aka 5 of Wands, that would be very different. That has more to do with conflict and strife. But I feel like it's something positive that they want to bring up. I feel like they're gonna bring up something like maybe like the sweet moments or memories that you shared, but this has to do with victory, success, achievements, accomplishments. So it's just like, you know, they want to be victorious in this. Okay, like it's almost like they want to win you over, win you back. This has to do with, like, I feel like they're going to talk about the things that worked in this connection, things that, like, you know, they reminisce upon, things that they want to see happen more of. Maybe they'll be like, okay, you know, if you are seeing this person, let's have more date nights, or let's visit that one place where we made the most memories. Or yeah, maybe they're going to bring up some sort of memory that you had, something that you shared together. And it's funny because we got a lot of 6 energy. We got the 6 of Needles, aka the 6 of Swords, and then the 6 of Wands as well. And, you know, 6, that sort of reminds me of like, you know, the sixth house, like service to others, work. So it's like they want to work on this relationship. They want to give, you know, their time, energy, effort, like, or like all the time, energy, effort you gave, they want to like reciprocate that. Yeah. But I'm really seeing like they want to invest in this connection. They want to see where this goes. They think that you are very like, this is so worth it. Like the feelings that they feel, the feelings that you evoke within them in this connection, I mean, it makes them feel like they're on top of the world. It makes them feel like they've achieved something, they're victorious. Okay, yeah, the way that you make them feel, oh my gosh, it's, they're so passionate about you. We got a lot of like fire energy. They're still so interested in you. Okay, even if you're not in contact with this person, they're still into you. Yeah, 100%. But it's just like, I keep hearing that it's like, you know, it's not, it's something that they feel like they have to work for. They have to do something to kind of like, you know, like they really have to work for it. They have to do something to kind of give back to you. That's what I'm seeing here, and that's a good thing. So I'm really seeing that like they're going to be saying all the things that you want to hear. This has to do with like, you know, victory, success, like, you know, good things happening for on both sides. You know, the six has even energy, six on their side, six on your side, or 3 and 3 each. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, with the Six of Swords, like I feel like they're even gonna like sweet talk you again. Swords have to do with like talking, like maybe, you know, like your voice expression. So that is something that I'm seeing your person is gonna do. Like, you know, they're really gonna, first of all, they're going to work for it. You're going to see actions. You're going to see movement. You're going to see change in this person. And then it's like they'll also, like, you know, it's like there's something that they want to get out. And maybe, you know, if their words won't do it, it's like their actions will show it. But, yeah, I'm just really seeing this as positive development, progress, heading in the right connection. That's also what the Six of Swords represents. Like, movement, things going in, you know, yeah, moving in the right direction for the both of you, something that's going to be conducive to the both of you in this situation. And okay, I wasn't going to pick, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I was going to go ahead and pick some more cards from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck, but the cool thing about tarot is like, it just, you know, you gotta go with your intuition. And we got these 3 beautiful cards here. Okay, we literally got the Empress. So I'm seeing that your person thinks you're very attractive, very beautiful, very, very handsome, very gorgeous, very stunning on the inside too. Okay, like every time I see this, it's just like, yes, you know, physical beauty and attractiveness on the outside is great, but you know, she also does represent love. So that's kind of what, you know, I feel like this is different than some of the like devil attraction or the fire sign attraction cards, in the sense that this embodies love, this embodies like, you know, deeper emotions. This is associated with Libra and Taurus, which is associated with Venus, which is a planet of love, beauty, abundance. So yeah, and you know, this Empress is also about like wanting to build something, wanting something to really grow, wanting to nurture something, because the Empress is someone who, like, you know, is very nurturing, is very you know, like supportive, like she sticks around, like it's kind of like, think of a mother and baby, like just like the nature. It's like, you know, they want to see it grow, or like, I'm just seeing like not abandoning anyone. Like, you know, I was literally thinking, like, I know that's not always the case, but it's just like the love that a mother has for a baby, like in a healthy relationship. Yeah. But you know, that's the point of saying all that is that they want this connection to grow. There is a deep connection. Sorry, that was like such a weird analogy, but like the point is, like, you know, this Empress does represent like a mother vibe, someone who's always pregnant, someone who's always like giving. So it's just like, you know, this person wants more in this connection because they know that you gave a lot. I feel like this is also what your person thinks of you. You're someone that is really kind, caring, compassionate. Maybe for some of you, it's like they could even imagine you being the mother or father of their children, or marrying you. That for some people, you know, will resonate. For some people it won't, but it's like they want to see this grow. Okay, they want to like nurture this connection. They want to see it like foster, like even this, like I think her name is Sally. Yeah, I always get confused with the Corpse Bride, but even her, she's just like carefully sewing this patch that she's working on. I mean, she's sewing herself. That's kind of like, I don't remember the movie, but like I really like this deck because it reminds me of like yeah, it has like some pretty vivid imagery, even for like a cartoon, which is great. But it's like she's always sewing herself together. So it's just like, that's also telling me this person is really working on themselves. You know how I was saying this is associated with, you know, 6, which is associated with the 6th house. That's also associated with Virgo, and Virgo is associated with, like, you know, always working on themselves, even being a little bit critical of themselves, but always growing, always like investing in themselves. So I really do feel like this person has been working on themselves a lot, and they know like that is the key to making everything work. Okay, they really want to feel like they're worthy enough to be with you, with the 6 of Wands vibes as well. So it's just like, you know, they want to work for this connection. They think like, you know, this is so worth the time, energy, effort, because of all the feelings that you invoke in them. And it's just like they're trying to be the best version of themselves for you is what I'm seeing. Okay, because they really do value you a lot. Yeah, you're the Empress. You really stand out. I mean, I know this the figure on the card, I mean, she is gorgeous, right? Am I right? Yeah. But it's like they know that this connection is different. They know that you're different. They know that this is worth it. Because I'm also seeing this person is pretty picky about who they spend their time with and what they invest in as well. Like, you know, just energy wise. And it's like, you know, with you, there's passion, there's emotions, there's like the willingness, the motivation to really work on this, and they're really hoping that's the case with you as well, that you haven't given up on them. So yeah, I'm seeing that is definitely something that's going on through their mind. Okay, but like it's good because we got the candles, which represents fire or wands, and then we got air, so that means like movement is happening, like things are shifting, things are moving. And yeah, with this 8 of Wands, this is all the cards that I just picked. This is kind of what they want to happen. This is what they've been wanting to get off their chest. I feel like they even just want to come out and tell you like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, like I admire your beauty, you are so amazing, you know. Yeah, you just I just feel like they want to compliment you or even like flirt with you. That's also what I'm seeing here. But it's like they really just want to come forward and make this work. Like I'm even getting, it's funny because I saw a meme, it said that like, you know, screw your last name, let's go on a trip. It's like they just want things to move fast. It's like I'm even seeing they want to like surpass the phase where like they want to like not get to know you, but it's just like, okay, let's say that like you just started dating or something. It's like they want to skip past all like the weirdness, or not weirdness or awkwardness, it's hard to get the words out, but it's like they just want to like go in, they just want to like do a deep dive, they just want to skip anything that doesn't serve the relationship. It's just like, you know, when you've been single for so long and it's just like, you know, like first dates and things, it's just like it's kind of annoying. You just want to like skip to the part with the connection because you've been deprived of connection for so long, or yeah, something along the lines of that. Okay, yeah, I'm just seeing like they want this to move fast. Or they want to pick up the pace. Yeah. And then we also got the Queen of Cups. I really like this every time the Queen of Cups shows up, you know, this is someone who's very emotional, someone who doesn't like, you know, hold back on feeling certain things. You know, whether or not she expresses that, that's a different thing, but the Queen of Cups is someone who's very kind, caring, compassionate. This is someone who will only you know, she's only given her heart to a few people. It's like, yeah, she has a lot of feelings, but it's just like there's only a certain, you know, handful of people, maybe even just like one person that she's truly had feelings for. And I really feel like that's the case with your person. I feel like you know, they haven't, like, yes, there's a lot of attractive people, but they haven't felt this way about just anyone and everyone, and they're really hoping that's the case with you too. I'm seeing if you're watching this, that energy goes both ways. You know, you probably haven't watched tarot readings on like every single person that you've crushed on, but it's like with this person, like, you know, they feel really, like, you feel really deeply for them, and they actually feel that way about you too. Like the both of you are in that same sort of energy field. The both of you are a vibrational match in terms of your emotions and underlying feelings. So yeah. And then we also got the Two of Cups. Wow, this is the soulmate card. Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. Yeah, you really hit the jackpot here, pile one. The Two of Cups definitely is a soulmate card. The Two of Cups has to do with, you know, feelings, reciprocated, mutual love. The both of you really being into one another equally. I'm seeing the both of you have motivation to, you know, be in this connection. Even if that's something your person's not showing you now, they will eventually show you. Again, I really do feel like there's you know, they're gonna have a conversation with you. They're gonna want to clear up the air. They're gonna want to give you some sort of clarity about something, and also show you that through their actions. So yeah, this Two of Cups is so beautiful. I love this. Like literally, if you get this in a love reading, it's just like, yeah, they care about you, they love you, they want this. This is really likely to happen. Yeah, I'm literally just cutting to the chase, because that's kind of what I've been feeling throughout this reading too. It's just like I don't feel like elaborating on things. I just want to like cut to the chase and tell you like what is it that this person's like, you know, doing. What is it that this person is intending for the future. what is it that they want to tell you. And it's just like that's the whole thing that I was saying with like they just want to like skip the whatever boring tedious parts of any relationship and just go straight to the end. Yeah. It's just like, okay, another sort of analogy that I got is that, like, let's say, you know, you're seeing all your friends getting married and like you're super single, and you know, kind of makes you feel a certain way, and it's just like, can I get married already? Like, can I be engaged? Can I be at their level? Because it's just like, you know, it has, you know, a lot to do with just your surroundings and what other people are doing. Yeah. Basically, yeah, there's no point really elaborating on that, but it's like it makes them feel a certain way. And I'm not saying that's the reason why they want to be with you. I'm just saying, like, you know, they feel like they already know you well enough, which is why they want to escalate things, which is why they want to take things to the next level. Yeah, gosh, I'm not gonna lie, pile one, it's been really hard for me to get the words out here, like, but there is a lot of love here. There's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of like passion. Oh my gosh, with all the wands cards as well. Yeah. And then we also got the 9 of Swords. Okay, yeah, so this is the challenge card here. Your person is really stressed out, or they like get stressed out really easily. This 9 of Swords is kind of in between the 8 of Swords and 10 of Swords. 8 of Swords has to do with anxiety, like self-imposed anxiety, and 10 of Swords has to do with like external anxiety, external stress and pressure causing anxiety. And it's just like, I'm seeing that they could be suffering from sleepless nights. You know, there is something that is bothering them right now, so it's like if they haven't come forward, it's probably this, whatever is going on here is kind of the reason why they haven't been able to completely, you know, I feel like they have so many like plans for this relationship, and they will eventually work on those, like they will eventually act upon those and, you know, take those actions. But right now it's just like there's something that's kind of stressing this person out, and a lot of it does have to do with their own insecurities and own anxiety. But yeah, I'm going to pick a couple of clarifier cards to see what this 9 of Swords could be. It is definitely going to differ for different people because this is just a general reading, but let's see if we can get some answers here. Interesting, we got the Queen of Candles. Wow, it's actually crazy. I feel like I literally just did a reading that, you know, where we got a sort of like, you know, challenge card, and then we got the Queen of Candles. So they feel like they don't have that much control over their life, or they're being controlled. This Queen of Candles does have to do with someone who's a little bit egotistical and narcissistic, someone who's controlling. Maybe they could be around someone that's like that, or maybe they were around someone in the past who was like that. Maybe their ex, or maybe their, you know, people that they grew up around were kind of like that, and they never really felt like they had control over their life because they were being controlled. Maybe they were in, you know, a sort of toxic relationship. Yeah, usually this Queen of Candles, I mean, it really does depend on the context, and the cards around it represent someone who's like, you know, passionate, ambitious, good at talking, social, and things like that. But it's like every single card has a good and bad side, and it's like sort of negative side here is like, you know, she can be kind of controlling, she can be harsh with her words. So I'm just seeing like, you know, there could be someone around them that's a little bit controlling, or maybe this is they carry some like wounds and scars from people that they dated, or people that they were with, or people that they met in their childhood, maybe even like childhood bullies or something that like totally made them feel like they didn't have any power or control over themselves. Okay, so that is something that kind of keeps them up at night. It's like they do carry this emotional baggage with them. And I'm seeing that, like, you know, in this connection, they see you as like the Queen of Cups. They see you as someone who's really kind, caring, amazing, warm, generous, and they know that you'll never be like that, but it's just like they have been through that, and maybe they felt really suffocated in their past relationships, or suffocated, or like they just had no power or control because of something that someone did. And it's just like, you know, they know you're not like that, but at the same time it's like they got to be kind of cautious. Okay, it's just like trust no one. Of course there's some people that, you know, they'll trust more, and like they do trust you, but it's like maybe they don't trust themselves, because I'm even seeing that, like, you know, they feel like they could kind of put themselves into situations like that, like maybe they were kind of like a pushover or something, and it, you know, I'm just seeing this person has very complex emotions and feelings. Like they feel like they kind of do blame themselves for the past and all this emotional baggage that they carry, because they're just like, yeah, I should have walked away when things got, you know, toxic in the first place. And like, you know, they do really want this with you. There is a lot of love here, there are a lot of feelings here, but it's just like at the same time their trust issues take over, and it's not even something that they can control. I even feel like this is something that they don't have control over, but it's just like, you know, when you've been through so much, it's like you keep your guard up, like mentally, subconsciously. It's just something that automatically happens. So Yeah, that's something that I'm seeing this person is going through. But I'm also getting messages about how this person doesn't trust themselves, or like maybe, you know, not like trust themselves as in like, you know, they're gonna become this like, you know, no no offense, or like, sorry for my swearing, like this asshole that's gonna be controlling and domineering, but more like, you know, like this sort of gives me like scaredy cat vibes. Okay, no, maybe not actually. She seems kind of scheming and devious here, but I'm just seeing that they do have some sort of fear. Okay, they do have some sort of fear that, like, you know, they also want some sort of control by knowing that they have the power to walk away at any moment. But they also feel like if that is something that they think, then are they truly in love? Are they truly, like, you know, giving you the best that they can? Or is this like a true connection? It's really hard to get that out, but I mean, if you understand, like, let me know, or if you have a better way of explaining, let me know. But it's like, it's a very different analogy, but let's say, you know, you have to keep stalking someone's Instagram profile to see if they're following other people. Is that real love there? Like, are you really giving yourself? Is that like healthy? You know, that's what I'm seeing as well. Like, if this person is always living in fear that like something will happen, you know, something will happen that's gonna completely like shake up their world or give them more trust issues. If they're living in fear, if they're living in the past because of all these trust issues and emotional baggage that they have, are they really like, you know, they're not like in the best, you know, they're not really being the best partner. Like, it's taking away from, not really like feeling for you, but taking away from like the magic of a relationship, the magic of a connection. It's like they shouldn't be feeling that way, but like, you know, they can't help it just because they've been through so much. Okay, but it's like this person is someone who feels really deeply, who feels really intensely. You know, they want to be in the perfect relationship. But I'm also seeing sometimes this person gets in their own way. Maybe they feel like they're not like worthy of that because of like, you know, everything that they've been through. Yeah, I'm just seeing this person as kind of complex. They have a lot, you know, that goes on through their mind. They definitely do overthink a lot as well. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna draw a couple of cards from the Romance Angels deck to see what messages we have here. Let me go ahead and shuffle the deck. It looks like this. So yeah, let's see what other messages we got for pile 1. Wow, this like literally just came flying out. Okay, we got true love and religious factors. Okay, oh my gosh, I love this true love. This says, yeah, this is the romance of a lifetime. So okay, they never really doubted their feelings for you. They never doubted their love for you. Even when I was trying to explain that, I never wanted to say like, oh, you know, this is taking away from what they feel for you. No, not at all. Seriously, we got the Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. This is really positive. This is something that they want to do. This is something that they want to pursue fully, but they want to make sure that they're in the right state of mind to do so. They're in the right state emotionally in order, you know, before they come forward, because they really do want to believe in the magic of love, magic of relationships. Seeing this as someone who really likes being in love, they love feeling that feeling, and I feel like maybe it's been a while since they felt that feeling until they met you, and they're just like, you know what, this is worth it. I gotta do something to change. I gotta do something to, like, you know, get rid of this anxiety, you know, work on myself. I really do feel like this person definitely could be someone who maybe could be into meditation, maybe even spirituality, but someone who does care about personal development, someone who does care about like growing and progressing. Yeah, even with that Six of Swords energy and the Eight of Wands, like I feel like they want to move past these barriers. Yeah, then we also got religious factors. Yeah, this is why I'm saying like maybe they could be spiritual, or you know, they do care about like like their own personal development journey. Doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual or religious, but yeah, I'm just seeing that, like, you know, maybe like they have like so many trust issues and they haven't really been able to like fully work that out. I'm seeing that if you're watching this, you know, you definitely could have trust issues too, but it's like at the same time you're ready for love. I feel like maybe you're a little bit more ready than this person, but it's like they will eventually get ready. We got some really positive cards there in the beginning, but it's like, you know, you're someone that like always has a positive outlook. Like no matter how many times you've been knocked down, you've always gotten yourself back up. And I even feel like that's something they really admire about you. I feel like energetically, you know, that's what, you know, makes you super attractive to them. Like even with that Empress card, yeah, they like who you are inside and out. So yeah, that is something that I'm seeing here. You know, they're just kind of really what am I saying, they get in their own way a lot, and I feel like, you know, you're the kind of person that, you know, doesn't do that. Maybe you could have at some times or at, you know, some point in your spiritual journey, but like you're more self-aware. You're more self-aware of your actions and why you do this. I feel like you're someone who's really reflective of everything that you've ever been through. Like, you know, you're reflecting upon why you meet certain types of people, you know, what could have gone in your childhood that makes you meet certain type of people or attract certain kind of relationships or something. And I'm seeing this person hasn't quite yet figured it out. They do know that there is something that you know, the Nine of Swords, that does stress them out, but it's just like they're not really sure what exactly that is. But it's like maybe they like they have come to terms with the fact that, you know, that Queen of Wands energy, they have felt like, you know, a lack of control sometimes, like there were other like external factors, forces, people controlling them, so that is something that they're aware of, but it's like they need a better way to like really work through that. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a couple of cards from my other love oracle deck to see what other messages we have here. Okay, yeah, we got You're Beautiful and Sexy, but this connection goes deeper than just the physical. I really like this. Yeah, beauty and brains, like, you know, I even said this in the beginning, but it's like they are very passionate about you with all the Wands energy, but, you know, they really like who you are on the inside, and they feel really safe with you, okay? Like, that's the thing, and it's just like, they're just like, they do feel really safe with you, and but I'm seeing that they sometimes question, like, okay, why can't I just give myself fully? Like, you know, why can't I, like, just be their, just be this person that I used to be? Like, you know, when you have your first love, there's, like, no resistance because you haven't really, like, gotten hurt or anything, and it's just like you kind of fully, unequivocally, you know, give yourself, your heart chakra is super open. They're just like, why can't I do that? This person is so amazing, this person is so great. You know, that's what they're saying about you, because again, like with this Queen of Cups, you're so kind, caring, warm, generous, and I'm just seeing, like, you know, I'm just saying that these are the feelings that you invoke within them. You make them feel really comfortable, really heard, feel heard, seen, like you're very receptive to their feelings, and I feel like you're pretty sensitive, and, like, you know, they like that because that makes you compassionate. That I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are empaths as well. So yeah, but it's like, you know, they do question, like, oh my gosh, this person is practically perfect. I just feel like I just wish I could open up a little bit more and figure out the root cause of all my problems and my anxiety. Yeah, the way that you have too. I feel like that's also something this person admires about you. You're really self-aware. You kind of have yourself figured out, like, more than you know. Even if you're just like, wait, that's not me, like, I'm confused at times, I feel lost, you're definitely, like, higher up on your path than you know. I mean, seriously, that makes sense with this religious factors card. I just feel like, you know, when it comes to feelings, when it comes to emotions, you definitely are in vibrational alignment with one another. But maybe when it comes to, like, you know, where you're on your life path in terms of, like, healing, yeah, you may be a little bit higher. We also got, oh my gosh, you're too good for me, I'm so lucky to have met you. Yeah, okay, I kind of was getting vibes, you know, from this card as well. Like, they just feel like, how did I, like, I literally hit the jackpot. How did I pull this person? Like, even with that Empress card, they think very highly of you. And yeah, they're really lucky that they met someone like you. They're just like, wow, it is just my luck that I meet someone so great, but I still carry all these emotional wounds. But it is, again, it's something that they're gonna work on. I don't want to keep bringing it up, but they really, 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 really are so grateful to have met someone like you, and they truly, like, they feel lucky that they got to spend time with someone like you, because I feel like, you know, they could have dealt with narcissists with that, you know, Queen of Wands cards clarifying the Nine of Swords cards. I don't want to, like, put a bad name on the Queen of Wands, and they met people that didn't really, like, you know, they weren't receptive to them, they didn't really listen to them, maybe they gaslit them, and, like, you're the exact opposite, and it's just like, you gave them so much love, you gave them so much compassion that they almost didn't even know what to do with it. But, like, they know that, like, you know, that is kind of their own fault. Like, I feel like they know that, like, you know, if I'm feeling this way, if I'm, like, you know, with this person that has so much to offer me, that's so loving, that's so kind, that's so caring, then, and, you know, I'm not ready to accept it, then that's obviously my fault. And I'm not saying they're not ready to accept it. It's hard to find, like, the right words, but it's like, you know, they're just, they haven't, like, experienced something like this in a while. No one was really there for them in the way that you have, or not very many people, and it's just like they didn't really know what to do once they encountered that. It's like, you know, imagine you've been, you know, treated like crap your entire life, and it's like you meet someone who's not, and you're bound to have, like, you know, trust issues. That's kind of what this person is going through. Yeah, okay, so that is what we got for you, pile 1. I hope this reading helped. Take what resonates, something what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection, as well as what messages your person would give to you if they could. So we're going to start off your reading by picking cards from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck to see what is going on. Just kind of, oh my gosh, wow. There's this one card that's like falling out. I'm definitely going to pick that. It's from another deck. But yeah, we're going to go see what's going on, kind of just gauge their general energy. If you've been watching these videos, you know the drill. Yeah, okay, you're going to really like the first card here. Okay, we got the Star card. Oh my gosh. Full of hope for the future, full of having faith that things will work out, full of like just optimism, happiness. Yeah. The Star card, you know, this is associated with Aquarius, which is the water bearer. So this person carries a lot of feelings and emotions for you. Every time we see water in tarot, that indicates feelings, that indicates emotions. Yeah, so I really am seeing that this person, they feel for you, okay? They want more with you. They want a future with you, or they at least think about a future with you. They definitely fantasize about a future with you, about how like a life with you would look like. And you know, it's gonna look different for different people, but you know, for some people this could be like, oh, how would it be like if this person and I were to become official and date, or like, you know, it depends on where you are. But this is really great because this just reminds me of like hope, optimism, faith, better times ahead. Yeah, this Star card also does indicate healing. I am seeing that there is someone, or maybe both of you, that are going through healing in this current period, and I really see this card as like, okay, you're going through healing to encounter this, like to unlock this new phase of life. Like I really see this as like, okay, you're putting in the energetic work and something good is happening because of it. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing that this person could be going through. Like I just feel like they're gaining self-awareness, or they're kind of like realizing, you know, their own faults, their own errors, or just being self-reflective. Okay, this sort of gives me like, not this, I don't know about this card in general, but I am getting like judgment vibes. It'd be really cool if we picked that card, but it's like, you know, kind of just being introspective about everything that happened and trying to just figure out, you know, what works, what doesn't, what is it that I need to change, heal within myself. Yeah, you know, this is, like I said, associated with Aquarius, and Aquarius does have to do with like, you know, caring about the future, just kind of always progressing. Okay, Aquarius also does have to do with like innovation and always changing for the better, you know, big ideas and things like that. So that's also something that I'm seeing, you know, is going on in this connection. I just see a lot of healing and movement in the right direction. Yeah, I would even say this is kind of an extension of pile 1, because we left off, like you can definitely watch that if you want to, but like we left off at like, okay, this person is kind of understanding what they need to do, but maybe they haven't like understood like the root cause of their problems, but it's like they're gaining more self-awareness, and it's like I feel like this is the extension of that. It's like, okay, yeah, they're actually, you know, they are going down to the root cause. They are seeing what it is that, you know, truly stops them, that truly prevents them, because this is a major arcana card, which, you know, kind of like I always think of this as like, this has like major energy, you know, like just big changes, big moves. It has like a, you know, bigger message maybe compared to the rest of the cards. I mean, I don't really want it to be like that, but yeah, major arcanas, I mean, to most tarot readers, they do stand out a lot more. So I'm just seeing like big changes happening for the best, and this heading in a better heading in the right direction, heading in a better direction. Yeah, a lot of progress being made. Okay, I feel like at this point I'm just repeating myself, but that's good, because I really hope that, you know, stays with you. Okay, this is amazing. We also got the Strength card. Okay, we got Leo and Aquarius energy so far. Yeah, so the Strength card has to do with reconciliation. The Strength card has to do with coming together better and stronger than ever. You know, having like hope and faith. Like they're, okay, the strength that they have in terms of like hope and faith, like, oh, their hope and faith for a future with you is very strong. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Like they really feel like this is worth it. They really feel like this will work. They really feel like the both of you will make it. It's really funny because like before doing this reading, I was thinking of like Jaden and Nessa. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're TikTokers, but they're famous. I mean, Jaden literally played for like MGK, like he's on tour with him, and these are exactly their signs. Like they have this really deep bond. You can tell that they're really in love with one another. You can tell that it's like something real, something so genuine. Yeah, just sort of reminded me of that. But I am seeing that, you know, the connection here is real. They do feel a lot for you. They do feel very intensely for you. They really want this to work out. Like I'm seeing like they're just like, oh, I have to like, you know, make this work. I have to like, you know, yeah, someone, I feel like that's the both of you. Like I do feel like it's mutual, but like they really like you. They don't want to lose you. Okay, the worst thing that they can do right now is losing you. And yeah, with the Strength cards, this does have to do with reconciliation. This does have to do with you know, even kind of shifting things by stepping into your higher self, by elevating spiritually. The strength card, if you look at it, there's this figure here, there's this lion here, but there's no force being used in any way. So this really talks about using your mental and spiritual strength to get through barriers, to get through anything that doesn't serve you, or get through any sort of obstacles. So I'm really seeing that's the case here. I really do feel like that's even the nature of the healing. I feel like the both of you are going through this phase where you're realizing like it's all in the mind. Maybe you're studying law of attraction, manifestation, law of assumption. I feel like this person might know that as well. Would not be surprised if this person is manifesting you, but it's like I'm really hearing like strength of the mind and like just persisting in a future together. And like I'm also just seeing this person thinks about you a lot. Okay, they really feel like you're someone who's really individualistic, very unique. Like they admire your individuality. Both these cards really do attest to that. Okay, like Aquarians, and that's just the energy. Don't worry too much about the signs. But like, yeah, Aquarians are associated with being kind of like out of the box, being very unique, being very individualistic. Same with Leo, like, this Leo energy here, they like being the center of the attention. Everyone wants to be around them. They have this magnetic energy that draws people to them, and that's exactly how I'm seeing they're feeling about you. Like you are really glowing at this time. Like you're radiating such positive vibes. It's like you're inviting this person to sort of come in. Like your heart chakra is really open. So I'm really seeing that they want to reconcile. They want something more in this connection with you. Heart chakra is open, like I said. This also has to do with the 5th house of like passion, adventure, like love, relationships, or like romantic relationships. So I really do see they have a lot of passion for you. There's a lot of like feelings here for sure. And like they just want to romance you. I feel like maybe they even just like want to show you off. And like I'm definitely seeing that they could be talking about you to other people. I feel like they have very positive things to say about you to other people, maybe even their family. This Leo always reminds me of like friends and family as well. So it's just like maybe if you've met their friends and family, or even if they've just talked about you to them, they definitely approve of you. And there's just this like the connection between the both of you was just easy. Like they never doubted their feelings for you. They never doubted like how passionately they feel about you and this connection. Yeah, I really love the strength card. I could like talk about it for ages, but yeah, they super admire, like they admire your individuality so much. They admire who you are as a person. I'm even seeing they love how strong you are. They love like the strength that you embody. I feel like they think you're very resilient, and I'm even seeing that's what they want the nature of this relationship to be like. There's nothing that you can't get over. Your relationship is so strong, so solid. The both of you are so like this relationship is so secure. The both of you are so comfortable with each other, so like open with communication, that there's nothing that can really wreck this connection. Yeah, I know I said I could like literally talk about this for ages. Like I meant that, but yeah, let's go on to the other cards as well. Actually, before I do that, I want to clarify the star card. I want to see what kind of future they want with you. Like what is it that they want. I am seeing they want something long-term, long-lasting. They do want to, like, for some of you guys, if you're not in contact, they do want to reconcile with you. They do want to give you some sort of clarity or clear up the air. They want things to be good. They want things to be amicable between the both of you. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick some cards just to see what pile 2's person wants this relationship to be like. What is it that they're hoping for the future? Okay, that is actually so crazy. Yeah, we got the 6 of Needles. Ugh, I've been getting that so much. Okay, so I really feel like there's a lot of movement happening. Even when I'm filming this is post-Mercury retrograde, and this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching, it'll hopefully still resonate. But I'm really seeing that there's a lot more movement just happening, like energetically, like in the universe, like collectively. Okay, like there's a lot of planets that are getting out of retrograde, that are going direct. Yeah, like even Saturn, I think. Yeah, Saturn, Mercury, Saturn is the planet of like restrictions. Mercury is the planet of communication, so it's just like there's going to be less restrictions on communication, better communication as well. So I'm really seeing that they do want to come towards you. They do want to, like, if you're in some sort of separation, physically even travel to you, or maybe they want you to travel to them. But I'm seeing that they want to talk about something. Okay, we'll definitely go and pick more cards, but like in the future, like I'm seeing that there is something that they want to tell you, or there's something that they really want to like get off their chest. I'm seeing that they're moving towards you. Like that is what the future entails. Like physically, seriously, like if you are not in contact, you definitely will see each other, if that is something that you want, because I am seeing that they want to see you. Yeah. And then we also got the 9 of Cups. This is so beautiful. I love this. Yeah, so they have a lot of feelings for you. They have a lot of emotions for you. This is literally the card of, I think you are a dream come true. Your wishes fulfilled. This connection is so emotionally satisfying for me. Like you know, this is so beautiful, so great, like you satisfy all my needs, like in every way, shape, and form. Like that's what this person thinks. And they just feel like, you know, they're hoping that this goes, you know, both ways, because I am seeing that they are very like, there's an abundance of emotions, okay, when it comes to you, when it comes to this connection. Yeah, 9 of Cups is really like, oh my gosh, I feel a certain way about this person. I really, really like this person. I'm so glad I met this person. Like, I keep hearing, like, you know, yeah, you're a dream come true, and it's like, this person is so glad to finally be able to feel something. Because I'm not gonna lie, like with this star card, like I said, it's associated with the water bearer, and like even like, yeah, Aquarius, and it's like the water bearer, it's like they bear the water, but technically they don't like touch the water like with their hand, like they don't dip it into the fingers. So it's like, or they don't dip their finger into it, so it's like they can turn their emotions off like that. They can switch their emotions on and off. And I'm even seeing that's kind of how this person's like. And when I say they switch their emotions off, I don't mean they don't like you or they stop feeling for you, but it's just like at times it's like when they gotta do something, when they gotta focus on something, I mean, like they will, like, you know, focus on that. Like they know how to kind of be emotionally intelligent. I feel like this person is someone who at times could feel a little bit even, you know, emotionally distant, but that doesn't mean they stop feeling the emotions. It's just that they have to work on this. I don't know why, but I imagine like, okay, like, I don't know, I can't think of a better example, but like, you know, Steve Jobs, it's like he had his family, he loved his like wife and children and things like that, you know, but it's like when he was at work, like he was just so aloof from the entire world. Like that's the only thing you would focus on. So I'm really seeing that, like, let's say this person, you know, isn't like talking to you or something, there's something that they're working on, and that's kind of what's taking their attention, but that doesn't mean they don't feel for you. It's just like this person does have a knack for like turning their emotions on and off in that sense, okay? But it's like you can't really turn someone's emotions off like that and stop feeling in like a minute. Like that's not how human emotions work. Yeah, but I am just seeing like this is a very positive card to get in a love reading. Okay, I'm seeing that, like, you know, this is these are cards that clarify the star card. So it's like they want to be vocal with you about like how much they really feel for you, how much they care for you, and I feel like they're going to show you that. The 6 of Swords also does indicate like not kind of like rehashing the past. Yeah, we got a similar message in Pile 1 as well, but it's like in some other 6 of Swords cards, it does have to do with like movement in a positive direction, but it also has to do with like, okay, some cards it's like the boat is going forward, but it's like they're still looking back. So I'm seeing there's something that this person wants to bring up from the past, but in a good way. Like it's like kind of like a refusal to get over the past or get over a person. Like, so I'm seeing this person's not over you if this is your ex or someone that you're not in contact with, okay? And like I feel like they want to rehash like all the sweet times that you had, all the good memories you made. Yeah, we literally got a similar message in Pile 1. I really love that, because it's like, you know, if we were to get this card and let's say like the 5 of Wands, that would be like, okay, they want to like fight, or like they want to like clarify something, or they want to like bring up the time where you argued, and it's like, you know, that conversation is gonna steer in that direction. Yeah, but it's like here, like I'm seeing, I would not be surprised if they were to bring up things like, oh my gosh, remember that moment we did this, or, you know, something emotional, something that will really show you that they're into you, that they're still like emotionally connected to you and still attracted to you, okay? Because they 100% are, but it's like I'm seeing that you're gonna be seeing more signs of it. You're gonna be like gaining more clarity about that, and I do feel like this is something that this person's actually going to go ahead and give you. But I feel like before this will happen, maybe you'll see signs in the universe, like maybe you'll see or from the universe, maybe you'll see certain angel numbers as well. I am getting 6 and 9, which is like the sign of Cancer. That's very interesting. Yeah, I would say we got Cancer, Aquarius, Leo energy a lot, so it's like, you know, Cancers are very emotional, so I do feel like they are very high on their emotions when it comes to you. Yeah, I literally just got a notification during this reading, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick some more cards from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck to see what other messages we have here. Okay, we also got Death. Okay, that's actually crazy because I got a notification from yeah, like someone that is a Scorpio, a good friend. Yeah, and then okay, we got Death and the Fool. You are getting so many major arcanas, Pile 2. So the 4th major arcana, like yeah, I mean, we picked clarifying cards, but like, yeah, we got like 4 major arcanas here, which is really great. Wow, major message. Like, this is crazy. I don't think I've ever done a reading with this many major arcanas, like, off the bat. I'm just like, I don't know, like, you know, it's not necessarily a good or bad thing. It's a pretty interesting, unique thing. Kind of like, you know, this star card here. They think you're really unique, really different. Like, there is just something different about this connection. You just hit different to this person. Or, yeah, this person hits different as well. It's just like, we got a similar message to this in pile 1, but it's like you probably haven't watched tarot readings on like every single person that you've had a crush on, and like that's the same energy that your person's feeling as well. I'm seeing that like they really are into you. I'm seeing that they definitely feel your energy. They are very attracted to, connected to you, and that hasn't always been the case with like every single person that they've been with or dated. Okay, and yeah, the reason for that is, could be seen in this death card here. This is associated with Scorpio, which has to do with like intense feelings, intense emotions. This person feels so deeply for you, okay? And to the point where it's just like now they're scared that like, okay, if I don't change, if I don't like, clarify something or like, make some sort of movement or tell this person might like walk away for good. Like they are kind of scared that you'll do that. I'm sort of sensing this fear here. It's funny because we got the Strength card here, but like, there's that whole like thing with the lion, lion sometimes like it does represent like courage, but like if you look at the Wizard of Oz, it represents fear, like the sort of, what do you call, dichotomy, I guess, of that, like, every single thing, the duality of that. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So it's just like I was channeling something in the beginning. It's like, okay, we got this lion, and it's like this person, this person is going through a lot of healing, and it's all coming together. This person is going through healing because they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose this connection, and they know that, nothing can be forced, okay? Like there's no point like forcing this, or, forcing really anything, but it's like this person's just kind of like realizing what you mean to them. Like even with this Strength card, this has to do with like the 5th house of feelings, romance, intimacy, and it's like even this also has to do with intimacy, and they're just realizing like, wow, this is a really deep connection. We have a very strong bond, one that I'm not really ready to let go of at all. Like this person really wants to fight for you. Yeah. And then we also got this Fool card. So after death comes a beginning, okay? After death comes a rebirth, which is really great. This person really does want a second chance. They really do want this connection. They do want this connection to withstand the test of time. They want to start this connection off strong. And like even with this Fool card, sort of reminds me of like the whole thing I was saying about how this person wants to rehash the past. And it's like this Fool also reminds me of like the beginning of a relationship, the beginning of a connection, that sort of honeymoon phase when things are great, things are fine, and it's like I'm seeing this person literally wants a renewal in this connection. Okay, yeah, for those of you guys that aren't seeing each other or aren't in contact, like they want there to be a death to things that don't serve this connection, to things that like don't just work, like things, bad habits that they might have had, the Star card, because they are going through healing. They also know that there's a lot that they might have done in this connection that really didn't serve it, or there's a certain way of thinking or they get in the way of themselves. I'm seeing they could also be pretty self-sabotaging at times. I'm seeing that they're gaining self-awareness. They're really realizing like their own downfalls and what they can do better, and what they can like just what in general what needs to leave this connection. And like the Strength card has to do with like working on yourself a lot. It has to do with the solar plexus chakra. So I'm really liking that this person is like really progressing, becoming the better version of themselves, really blowing up on a personal development type of level. Yeah, this is definitely like an extension of pile 1. Like again, we left off pile 1 saying like, okay, yeah, this person, they really do want to come forward, but there's like so much that really stresses them out because of like past baggage, and like, oh my gosh. But I feel for you, pile 2, like this person is like gonna get through that baggage. They have a plan to like come forward. They have a plan to like really pursue you, because yeah, we got like 2 fire sign energy cards here. Okay, the Leo and Aries, and fire sign energy is all about like pursuing people, like chasing after people. Like this person wants to chase after you. This person is so into you. There's so much passion here. I feel like they really like there's like this duality of intensity but also lightheartedness, because yeah, these 2 cards represent very different energies here. Funny enough, they're ruled by the same planet, Mars, but yeah, like Aries and Scorpio here. But it's like this person and you, they know that you have this deep connection. It's pretty intense. There are deep feelings here. Okay, if you get any sort of Scorpio card, Mars cards, it's like, yeah, 100% there is a connection, there is a bond. And with this Fool card, I'm really seeing that they want to okay, before I say that, let me explain the duality. Oh my gosh, my thoughts are all over my head. I'm so sorry, pal, too. But it's like this Fool card is all about lightheartedness. Like you can be your fun, goofy, silly selves. You can be your whole selves. Let your inner child roam free. Like they really like it when your person really likes it when you're goofy, quirky. You let your true self shine. Yeah. and they really like how, you know, this relationship, this connection has both. Yeah, and you know, that's one of the reasons like they realize like, oh my gosh, I can't lose this person, I gotta do something to heal this person, because I'm not gonna find anyone like this. They're not gonna find someone as great as you, as kind as you, as funny as you, as fun to be with around as you, someone who invokes so much emotion and passion in this person. Okay, you are so magnetic to this person, so irresistible to this person. Like, I'm really seeing they're just like, yeah, you know what, I gotta come back better and stronger. Like, I really want this connection to work, and I'm gonna like find the strength to heal through, you know, work through whatever isn't serving me or serving this connection. And like, that's really great. I'm really seeing that you're dealing with someone who is maturing so much. You're gonna see that in this person. You're gonna like literally see these changes reflect in the 3D. So yeah, good for you, pile 2. Wow, I really like this reading. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Angels deck just to get some more clarity about where this is headed and what other messages your person has to give to you. Still so crazy that you got all major arcanas. Like, that is insane. Yeah. Okay, we got love yourself first. Yeah, that's also what I was thinking. I feel like this person is glowing up energetically, you know, becoming the better version of themselves because you have been also working on yourself. Like, you know, like I said in the star, or like I said in the beginning, the star is about, you know, healing. And I even said, you know, the both of you, someone in this connection, I really channeled the both of you are going through some sort of healing. And because you're healing and, you know, really working on yourself, I see that this person is, you know, being receptive to that energy. They're really feeling that glow up. They're really feeling you glow up. And they're just like, wow, like, you know, this person is it. This person's the one that I want to be with. Like, I literally think of, like, you know, those romantic moments where, like, don't worry too much about the gender, but it's like the husband sees the wife and they're just like, yeah, she's the one, she's the keeper. Like, you know, vice versa. Like, that's literally how they feel about you. Like, I'm thinking like Jim and Pam vibes. Like, you know, it's like no one else does it for them. It's like, yeah, they both dated different people, but the entire time, you know, they really liked each other. They were always into one another, and it's like they knew that deep down as well. Okay, and it's just something that like came to, okay, like they even knew that like on the surface level, but it's just like they couldn't be with the other person. And it's like both of them went through times where they're just like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to be in this office anymore, I can't see this person be with someone else. I mean, like, that's like the intensity of the energy that I'm getting in this reading here. So yeah. Okay, so let's go and pick one more card from this deck. Okay, we got, yeah, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I definitely do see that this is a potential soulmate connection. This person and you were really meant to meet, really meant to like reunite. I'm even seeing maybe you could have spent like past lives together. Yeah, and it's like maybe you meet in every single life to kind of just learn more about yourselves, heal and grow. But yeah, this is a potential soulmate connection for a lot of you. Of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, but it's like there's a reason you're feeling that way, and it's because the bond and connection between the both of you runs so deep. Okay, it's not a coincidence. It's not just in your head either. Like, literally Jim and Pam were soulmates, and then we got the soulmate card, and like I was explaining that before I got the soulmate card. How exciting is that? So yeah, that's amazing. Okay, let me go ahead and pick some more cards from my deck, Enchanted Forest Fairy, just to see what other messages we have here. We got, I want to marry you someday. I was literally just gonna say, like, you know, soulmates are people who you usually end up settling down with or marrying. So I really am seeing this person wants to go the distance with you. Okay, they want to go the full length. I mean, it's what's that thing called? It's a race, not a sprint, or it's a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah. So it's just like anything that isn't serving this connection right now, temporarily, it's nothing compared to the future that the both of you have together. Again, with that star card, I keep going back to it, but like the both of you do have a very bright, positive future ahead of you. The both of you really, you know, like the both of you want this. The both of you have, like, you know, such strong hopes and faith for the future, you know, with that strength card, and there is a bright future that lies. Okay, but definitely better and brighter days ahead for sure. And then we also got, I love you more than you will ever know. Yeah, this person really does care about you. They do have feelings for you. They are very into you, like seriously, more than they could ever even express, or like that they were able to express. But I do feel like they will start expressing that again with all this, you know, sort of fire energy that does have to do with, like, you know, being a little bit more vocal, or at least showing you that. Yeah, but this person does care about you so much. Pile 3 or pile 2. Yeah, 100%. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the reading right here. I hope this helped. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, just remember this is a general reading, so don't worry too much if like certain things you know, you just didn't resonate with or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, I said that twice, but anyways, for real, I'm gonna end the reading right here. Thank you so much once again. I love you all. Love and light. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection, as well as what messages your person would convey to you if they could. So we're going to, oh my gosh, we're going to start off your reading by picking cards from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck to just gauge the general energy of the connection, just to see where you and your person's, or where your person's head, heart, mind are at. Okay, there's a lot of cards coming out. Yeah, I love it, like when I'm not even done talking, there's cards that just come flying out. It's like cards are even saying shut up and read the messages already. Okay, so a lot of cards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that came out. Okay, so the first card that we have here is the Hanged Man. Okay, I am seeing that something could feel a little bit stagnant. Something could feel like it hasn't, like, you know, completely shifted or changed or conformed the way that, you know, you want it. There's something that, like, you wish would still happen. Yeah, but I'm also seeing, you know, moreover, your person feels like there's something that keeps them kind of stuck. I feel like there's something that they want to get out of, because that is what this Hangman energy represents. Okay, it does represent change. Like, they want there to be change, and it's like heading towards change. Okay, so this is actually not, like, you know, as scary as a card as people might think, or not scary, but it's like people see certain cards and you're just like, oh, who got this card? Like, trust me, every single card has, you know, positive and negative messages to it. Yeah, but this is good because it's like there's this string that's being unraveled. Okay, so, and like your person is the one pulling the string here, so it's just like there's more control. Like, your person feels like, you know, at times they haven't had control, but like, okay, let me backtrack this, because actually this is the first time I realized that the Hangman is pulling himself by the string. I don't think in other tarot decks they have that, so this is like a new revelation even for me. I really love, you know, when that happens, like, as I'm like seeing the card. Yeah, but what I meant to start off by saying is that your person is getting out of this phase that they're in, something that, you know, they feel kind of stuck in, like they're sort of in limbo in. There's a little bit of stagnancy here, and they're realizing that, like, you know, they pull the reins, they have the control to get out of that, and that's a big thing. Okay, that is a sign of big progress, because it's like in some readings we get that, like, okay, you know, this person is in their own way, they're self-sabotaging. We even got that in some of the other piles today, but it's like at least this person is aware that, like, oh, I realize I have more control than I know. And it's something that I feel like in general, like, the collective is realizing. You know, if you're watching this, you could definitely be into like law of assumption, manifestation, knowing that, like, your thoughts create your reality and you're in control of your thoughts and things like that. And I really feel like, you know, that's something that your person could also be you know, learning about. So yeah, that's a good thing. I'm seeing that, like, they are realizing what it is that's holding them back. They're really, like, delving into the root cause of their problems. They're digging in deep, because I always consider this card to be a very, like, deep card. It is associated with Pisces, which is a water sign, and they feel things really deeply. Okay, it's literally 11:11 on the clock right now. That is amazing. Yeah, so it's like they tend to get themselves in situations like knee deep, like they're just like, wow, like, why did I do that? But it's like now they know that, like, okay, I can pull myself out of it. So that's it's like this person is maturing. This person is realizing, like, oh, I realize that, you know, I'm the one who is responsible for this. Like, it's good. Like, I feel like this person is finally taking accountability, responsibility. Yeah, but the whole thing I was saying about, like, you know, depth, like, deepness, I do feel like this person has very deep feelings for you, 100%. And it's like they really are in deep in this connection as well. In terms of what they're feeling about you, they are super in deep. But, like, even the thing with the whole string and pulling the string, I'm seeing that at times it's like, you know, they have known to, like, distance themselves, or they could be in and out, or like they could just switch things, like, you know, on and off. It's like one day they'll be like super lovey-dovey, and the other day they'll be like, eh. I mean, maybe that hasn't always been the case, but I'm seeing that, like, at times maybe this person has struggled with consistency. But, like, for the most part, I'm seeing for most of you that's not really the case, because just with this Pisces water sign energy, like, that's not exactly what water sign energy represents. That's more of, like, air sign, you know. But that's kind of just, like, the stereotypical aspects of the signs. But, like, I really am seeing that, like, you know, your person's crown chakra is, like, shining here. So this is, like, you know, every time, like, the head, it's usually facing the water, and it's it's almost like they're getting cleansed. That's also sometimes what I see this card as. It's like they're clearing their head out a little bit. I mean, the crown chakra has to do with becoming the better version of yourself, or like, you know, really connecting with the higher version of yourself, going inwards, you know, being really introspective and reflective. And I do feel like this person, they're really awakening. They're going through some sort of spiritual awakening that is going to bring about change. So that's a really good thing. I'm even seeing that for a lot of you. Maybe it's you that like could have triggered the spiritual awakening within them, and even vice versa. But I'm also getting that, like, had it not been for this connection, had it not been for you, this might have, like, they might not have come to that realization soon enough. So it's like they're really, like, I feel like their higher self is thanking you for encouraging them to do this. They're really thanking you for, like, you know, meeting them and like just having this connection manifest, and having them, you know, break out of something, break out of maybe even like negative habits, limiting beliefs, thought patterns, any sort of toxicity within themselves, you know, self-sabotage as well. So yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of like gratitude probably coming your way as well from this person's actual 3D selves as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick some clarifying cards to see like what is it that like could be holding them back, because, you know, like I said, there's a couple of options here, like their own tendency to self-sabotage or limiting beliefs about the connection, or the fact that they get too in deep into certain things that it's hard to, like, you know, pull themselves out of that. Like, I'm really seeing that, like, if this person has ever experienced like sadness or depression, I mean, like, it's something that like really impacted them for like a long time, and it's like they feel things really deeply, really intensely, and it's like they just get in the way of their own feelings. But like now they're realizing like, oh, I am more in control of my reality than I know. Yeah, and even like actual like physical problems, like, you know, this kind of does have to do with like negative habits, and this is just something that I channeled. It's obviously not going to apply to everyone, but like even gambling, it's like, you know, sometimes you can get in so deep, like your obsession with earning all the money back that you lost and getting it back in X-fold, like, you know, like that obsession sort of grows. So it's just, yeah, that's just kind of the energy I'm getting here. Your person can, yeah, get in too deep with things. Okay, I'm just repeating myself at this point, but we also got the moon card. A lot of Pisces energy here, a lot of water sign energy here. I would also say Cancer, because the moon in astrology rules Cancer, and tarot it rules Pisces. Yeah, but don't worry too much about the signs. It's just that, like, you know, sometimes with the signs they have like they have a certain energy to them. They're associated with certain elements, which helps kind of just sense the general energy of the connection and your person, or, you know, connection, your person, you, etc. Yeah, but with this moon, you know, this is associated with the 12th house. So the 12th house has to do with things that are hidden, things that are unseen. So I'm getting that your person, like, they sometimes don't even process their own emotions fully, or they have a hard time like seeing things as they are. Like they have a hard time gaining clarity. Like, I feel like we got cards that are the opposite of clarity, like, you know, Ace of Swords, or really a lot of Swords cards indicate like seeing things clearly, mental clarity, things like that. But with this moon card, it's like, you know, they have very deep feelings, very intense emotions in general. They are very like deeply sensitive, deeply emotional beings, but it's like there's things that haven't come up to the surface just yet. And not even just in terms of like you or this connection, maybe even themselves. Like, they need to dig deep and really process their emotions and see where these emotions, see where these sort of negative habits or things that hold them back really come from. And I'm seeing that is something that they're awakening to. Like I said, this does indicate change, this does indicate a spiritual awakening, but there's still a little bit more work to do. But this is good because it's all like, you know, delving into like the root cause of things. I think I said root cause in like every pile today, so I mean, that's a good thing. I just feel like collectively, you know, we could be going through some sort of healing. I even said this in pile 2, but I'm filming this post Mercury retrograde. There's a lot of planets that are now direct, you know, that were in retrograde, like Saturn and Mercury, and I think Jupiter, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so communication is going to be a lot better. There's just a lot more collective healing, like people just feeling more like themselves, things kind of getting back to track, you know, and if there was any sort of stagnancy, that's also, you know, leaving. Yeah, just there's I see that like your person is progressing in the right direction for sure. Yeah, but like with this moon card, this also tells me, yeah, like I said, they feel things really deeply, and they feel really deeply for you. I feel like if there's something that they're sure about, like, you know, they know that they have it for you, they know that they have the feels for you. I was even gonna say down bad, but I mean, like, yeah, they really do care about you a lot. And it's like they go through a whirlwind of, oh my gosh, I can't pronounce that word, whirlwind of feelings and emotions. Like they feel a lot at once, and it's just like it's so hard for them to separate it, because I really do feel like they could have water placements or even be a water sign, but it doesn't have to be the case. But maybe the water aspects of their chart take over a lot. But it's just like, you know, at times, like, yeah, oh my gosh, like I really like this person, blah blah blah, and it's like if they pull away, it's literally just because their emotions are elsewhere. Like they're dealing with other things, which, you know, we so clearly know with this hanged man. And it's like they tend to like focus or concentrate their emotions on other things. So it's not like they ever stop feeling for you, it's just like their feelings are all over the place, and like they kind of need some, like, yeah, they need to like kind of just come to terms with that, just be able to process it better. Yeah. But let's go and pick some more cards to see what exactly it is that's holding them back. But I really feel like it's like their own feelings sometimes hold them back, their own like inability to see things clearly hold them back as well. Yeah, this is just like things are a little bit like foggy, clouded, hazy. Like it's funny because like we have this like clear full moon here, but it's just like it's getting to be like, okay, this is like, again, I am seeing progress being made for sure, heading towards clarity, but things are still a little bit like, yeah, the only word I can really think of is cloudy. Like there's seriously, like this person might need like a clear quartz to like meditate upon or put under their pillow or something to just be more insightful and see things more clearly. Or even like the Four of Swords, Hermit card, you know, those cards, they represent like seeing things as they are, seeing things clearly, gaining clarity, just being more insightful, being more open, being more aware. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Interesting. We got the Ten of Cups. Okay, wow, like this is to clarify, like, you know, what is holding them back. But yeah, they have really deep feelings for you. This Ten of Cups definitely is like a family card, happy ending, like coming together as like you know, like having a family, getting married, like, you know, just being in a long-term relationship type of card for sure. So I'm seeing that's what they really, really want. I'm actually seeing that, like, you know, this could even have something to do with their family. Yeah, it's like, you know, they a couple of different messages I'm seeing here. It's like, yeah, maybe okay, one thing is like they may have like super high expectations for love because they grew up in a really healthy family, but it could also be the opposite. Like maybe there are some sort of like childhood wounds that they need to work on. But I'm seeing like this is a happy family thing. So it's just like, you know, they want like they want things to work out for them in the best way possible. They want everything. They want marriage. They want a happy family. And I'm really seeing like with you too, like that is something that they've always desired. But I'm seeing like, you know, this could be something that they like very well want with you, especially if you've been, you know, seeing each other for a while. Like if this is still in its early stages, like I'm still seeing they definitely see you as like a potential lifelong partner, even because again, this person feels things very deeply, very emotionally. Seriously, we've got so much water energy here. That's crazy. Yeah, but it's like something to do with like maybe even like super high expectations. Like I even feel like they're just like, okay, if I want to have sorry, it was like super hot here. If I want to have like a family, if I want to like, you know, have this like beautiful long lasting relationship, everything needs to be perfect. I need to be perfect. I need to be good. So I'm really seeing that's, you know, they're really hard on themselves, and that can even kind of like, you know, push them back a little bit. Like when they're like setting such high expectations and they feel like they're not even meeting their own expectations, that's something that kind of like, you know, it just causes more anxiety and stress. So like I'm really seeing it's their feelings that are the sort of like culprit of, you know, this hanged man that we have here. It's just something that they need to process more, be easier on themselves. Like I'm even seeing like this is also the type of person where like if they haven't made a move, like maybe they think they need to be like perfect. They have to be like the perfect, absolute perfect version of themselves. No you know, no mistakes, no flaws, no anything to make things work. Or like they even think that like, okay, relationships have to be 100% perfect, or maybe, you know, like this person could have left, not necessarily like, you know, with you, but it's like in the past, it's just like they really hate conflict so much, or they're like really averse to like confronting things or seeing things clearly, or even like properly processing things. But especially like, you know, the whole confrontational part, like, and it's like if something happens, they'll just kind of like let it die down. Like maybe they're not the best at communication is what I'm trying to say here. yeah, it's like something that they try to avoid. It's like they feel like they're really sensitive, and it's just like maybe they don't want to get hurt or something, you know, they don't want backlash. But it's like I'm seeing that, like, you know, maybe this person, like, they really want that happy family, but it's like they have just, I keep getting like high standards, high expectations, like, of themselves, and like, yes, of their partners either, but they're all like, okay, things have to be like 100% perfect like all the time, or else is it even love, or something like that. I'm just seeing like maybe that's like what they were told or something. Like, you know, we see all these posts on social media where it's just like, oh, if he's not doing this, he's not the one. And it's like, you know, yeah, sometimes that like applies, but it's like, you know, no one's perfect, no one's gonna give you attention 1,000% of the time. That's not even healthy. And it's like maybe they're really influenced by people around them, and you know, they're just like, oh, like they have to be so and so to be so and so, like, not like necessarily in a mean way, but it's like relationships have to, or like, yeah, they have to be 100% perfect. Like, I feel like I'm just reiterating myself, but it's like, you know, we see posts like, oh, if they're not doing this, like, they're not the one, or blah blah blah, as if there's no like space for human mistakes or errors. And it's just like, you know, that's also not like necessarily the best way about going about things, where you're just expecting like utopia, where you're not expecting any sort of like, you know, conflict resolution. Okay, like I'm seeing maybe this person isn't like the most, like I said, confrontational, or like they just, maybe they're not communicative in that sense, or like if you were, maybe for some of you, if you tried to bring something up, they're just like, okay, no, this is ruining it, blah blah blah, or like they were just so like, they just didn't want to like fight, or like not even fight, but like maybe it's like if you tried to talk to them about something, they took it as a fight, or they took it as a personal attack or something like that, you know. Like I am seeing this person could be a little bit insecure, like they get into their feelings a lot. Like I just feel like they maybe overthink things, and yeah, you know, they could also be very self-critical, but it's like if something happens, like they'll personally take it as an attack, even though that wasn't the intention of that person at all. It's like they're a victim of their own feelings sometimes. Okay, yeah, but that's also something that could stop them. But let's go and pick some more cards to see what else we got. That is actually crazy, because we got the Ace of Swords. I didn't even see this, but this was one of the 5 cards that popped out in the beginning. So this is about mental clarity. I do feel like eventually this person will open up. Again, like I said, they were going through some sort of spiritual awakening, and like, you know, we kind of know the reasons behind why, you know, they even needed that in the first place, or, you know, like we got this Hangman in the first place, like why they were in that energy. And it's like, this is basically saying like, okay, it's working, it's, you know, they are healing, they are opening up, they are becoming more self-aware, they are getting mental clarity. Maybe this person, who knows, maybe they did buy some clear quartz, or like they will do that, yeah. Or I'm even seeing like meditation. Like I keep getting 4 of Swords. It's like, you know, this person maybe like is realizing, okay, you know, like I can't always be the victim. If things don't work out, maybe the common denominator is me. Like I'm also seeing like with this Hangman, and like just like sometimes Pisces energy in general, they tend to have a victim complex. And again, I'm not trying to bash any sign, but it's just like, it's, you know, every sign has good and bad things associated with it. But like, yeah, with all this like deep water energy, that I even kind of got like sort of a victim complex. And yeah, maybe they just sometimes like stay in that state unless like they're forced to get out, because their own emotions are like too much for even themselves. Yeah. But with this Ace of Swords, I'm really just seeing like, okay, this person's finally like getting out of that, you know, complex. And I'm also seeing that they want to give you some sort of clarity. They definitely want a new beginning, a fresh start in this. And it's like, I always see the Ace of Swords as, you know, them offering something, them offering truth, or like wanting to really have a conversation. Like if they did avoid conversations, if they did avoid like, you know, just talking about things like, you know, normal adult, like I'm seeing that that's not the case anymore. You know, they are going to be more communicative for sure. And yeah, that totally makes sense with what I was saying in the beginning about like getting out of Mercury retrograde, and, you know, having all these planets like go direct. So it's like communication is going to improve. Things are just gonna flow a lot easier. I mean, even with all this water energy, the good thing about like, you know, water sign cards is that like things just flow a lot easier. And it's like, they don't, you know, water is like malleable. If you literally think about the liquid, it takes the shape of the container that it's in. So it's like, it's a little bit different than like earth sign energy, where they're just so rigid, so like, you know, stuck on one thing. So it's like, I am seeing like there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of like liquidity, or like you just transformation for the better. Yeah, just a lot of growth in the right direction. So yeah, that's really good as well. I'm getting Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. So we got like water signs for sure: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Definitely emphasis on Pisces here. And then we also got the Page of Wands. Yeah, so this is all about a good news. Okay, this is like literally, I think the literal definition is like, getting a call and like hearing good news. So like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this person calls you, because I am really seeing that they want to communicate with you with this Ace of Swords. They want to come forward, they want to talk to you, they want to clarify things, they want to express themselves to you. Yeah, maybe it could be like a phone call or something like that, but I am seeing that, you know, there is a message that they really want to give you. And with this Wands, you know, this sort of has to do with like passion and like urgency. Like I really want to like let you know that I've had this breakthrough, like I'm ready to do this, like I finally realized like, you know, what was holding me back, and I'm ready to do this again. So there is this like eagerness that's associated with this, and that I'm really just channeling in this connection, and especially from your person. So yeah. Okay, I want to pick a couple of cards to see like what exactly it is that they're going to clarify, or like how they'll do it maybe, or just what the nature of that is, you know, see if we get any messages regarding that. Okay, we got the Two of Presents. That's the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like it might start off a little bit slow. I am sort of getting like, okay, you know, like Pentacles in general, because Presents, yeah, this is the Pentacles. It's like it is a little bit slow moving, but that's only because they care about stability. That's only because they want to be like completely sure about what they want to say before they come forward. And also with this Two of Presents, this has to do with like balancing things like responsibilities, and I also associate this with like, you know, someone who is like, yeah, just better at managing responsibilities or juggling things. But it's like maybe there's still a little bit of in that unsure energy. So it's like they kind of need some more time to really gather their thoughts, which I am seeing, you know, yeah, like this is a card that's clarifying this, and the other Page of Wands cards, it's like they are getting there, but it's like, you know, like what I'm seeing here is like before they communicate, they really want to like figure out what it is that they want to say, or what it is that they're even doing like within themselves. Okay, but there's still a little bit more planning that needs to be done on their part. Like I'm seeing like it's like they kind of know what they're gonna say. Like, okay, here's an analogy. It's like, let's say you have an essay to write. The Two of Pentacles would be like, okay, I kind of know, like, you know, what I want to write about. I have the topics, but you haven't really like started like a full-on draft. Maybe you're like in the introduction. Okay, so it's like there's this person does want to come forward, but they are juggling a lot right now. There's a lot that's like going on right now. They kind of just need to calm themselves. So it's like maybe they'll need to like, back to that essay analogy, maybe they need to write like even an outline for like the introduction paragraph, because their thoughts, feelings, and emotions are just all over the place. I'm just even getting like sort of scattered energy here. Yeah, but like they know that they want to be with you. So it's like, you know, with that essay, it's like they know the topic that they're going to write about, they know the argument that they're going to make. It's just a matter of them like sort of getting organized, and, you know, yeah, getting organized and having some sort of action plan ready. Yeah. Let's pick one more card. We also got Justice. I really like that. Yeah, I feel like this communication is going to be really good. It's going to be something that you really want to hear. It's going to be something that's going to really leave you satisfied. Something that's going to be like, wow, like I'm so glad we had that talk. We had that conversation. This Justice card does have to do with the 7th house of like harmony, balance, fairness, equality. So it's like it's going to be really fair to you. Like this connection is going to be, or like whatever it is that they're going to say, it's like you're going to have a good talk. It's not going to be like stressful. It's not going to be like annoying where you just want to be like, oh, like why are you talking, you know, things like that. Yeah. Justice, I really love this, because there's this like energy of peace associated with this card. Like you're going to feel a lot at peace whenever this person does come to you and reach out to you about something. And for a lot of you, you know, it's like they do know that they want to be with you. They have such deep feelings and emotions, but I'm even seeing that maybe for some of you, it's like they will come forward and the both of you will talk, you'll communicate, and it's like it may not be like full on, like, you know, maybe they won't like tell you like, you know, full on like ask you to marry them or something, like, or, you know, yeah, take like, I guess, whatever like big step. Like I'm really seeing it's happening in little steps here, but it's like it's heading in the right direction. So it's like maybe the both of you will come together, and it's like they'll talk about this, maybe even like rehash certain things, and then it's like, you know, you'll kind of just do your own thing, then you'll come together again. But it's like I'm seeing it's happening in steps and pieces, so it's not being forced. You know, there's no like love bombing or moving too fast to the point where it'll blow up. Yeah, because I mean, in some other piles we got like, oh my gosh, things are moving really fast, things are moving really rapid, but it's like in this, it's like I feel like it's gonna move at the right pace. Like you're not gonna complain about what's coming. Like again, this is gonna leave you feeling really satisfied. Yeah, but this also has to do with marriage. Okay, so you literally got the 10 of Cups, and then you got the Justice card. 10 of Cups has to do with the family, like you kind of having it all, having that happy ending together, and the Justice has to do with like marriage. So I really am seeing like this person, I would not pass it by them if like, you know, they did think about you in, you know, in a way, or they thought about like being in a long-term connection with you. They thought about you as their long-term partner, as their wife or husband. Yeah, I definitely do think they think you're wifey and wifey or husband material. Yeah, whatever you resonate with. Yeah, it's like they really have thought about the future, like even like far down it, and like far down the future. And you know, even for those of you that like maybe this is kind of new, it's like seriously, like with this all this water energy, like I kid you not, like that is something that's associated with the water sign. Like they'll like literally plan out their entire future in their head or something, but it's like the thought has crossed their mind for sure. So yeah, let's go and pick a couple more cards here. Okay, we got the Nine of Cups and we got the Fool card here. So yeah, Nine of Cups, enough said. This has to do with like, you know, a dream come true, wishes fulfilled. This is a very emotionally satisfying connection for them. This is very like they're so happy that they met someone like you, and like they felt so intensely, because they do, okay, they feel so much for you. And I feel like they did off the bat. Like it's something that just like they were like, they laid their eyes on you and they're just like, wow, like I think this is like this is gonna go somewhere for sure. Yeah. And then we also got the Fool, which is all about a new beginning. So there's emotions here, there's passion here. They really like that you can, you know, they love it when you're just your like natural self, your goofy, quirky self, you know. And I'm seeing that they could also be that way as well, but like this kind of does have to do with like your inner child coming free and playing, and they feel really comfortable with you, really safe with you, the sense of familiarity with you. Yeah, but it's like there's deeper feelings as well, so it's like you can do both. Yeah, we got a similar message in pile too, you can check that out as well. But it's like you can, you know, just let yourselves, you know, be free, like let loose. But then also I'm seeing that like if you haven't already, you're definitely going to talk about like the deeper things, deeper emotions. I'm seeing that you definitely have talked about like, you know, sort of like the deeper things or topics in life, you know, like that looks different for different people, but like maybe someone talked to someone about their philosophies or like view of life or their past, like their deeper past. Like it's like they love that like they can connect with you on that emotional level, but it's like they can just have fun with you as well. Like this connection really has both, because it's like in some connections it's all like, oh yeah, you know, it's really fun, we're having a good time, but it's like there's never that like deeper emotional bond or connection. It's like it's more just surface level. I'm seeing that that's not the case at all. Seriously, with all that water sign energy, they wouldn't even be with you if it was just like that. So they definitely do feel some sort of deeper connection, some deeper bond with you. Yeah. Okay, in terms of the signs, I really am getting, yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries as well, Libra as well, so maybe someone in this connection could be that, and Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house. Yeah, I didn't even finish saying the signs, but okay, let's go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Oracle deck. Like, do you guys like realize, even the way that I'm talking, I feel like it's a little bit scattered, like not to like bash myself or anything, but it's like, yeah, this person just kind of needs to sit down, gather their thoughts, meditate a little bit. I mean, we got the Ace of Swords, so that does look promising, but yeah, a lot of healing going on, a lot of like movement in the right direction for sure. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, we got, it is safe for you to love. I love that. Like I literally said, like with this Fool card, they feel safe and familiar with you. I feel like that's also indicative of this relationship. Like it is safe for the both of you to love. It is safe for the both of you to progress. But should this be something that you want, of course. You know, this is just a general reading, but it's like this also says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So yeah, maybe there's still a little bit more, you know, opening of the chakras that needs to be done, maybe the heart chakra, yeah, but I keep seeing like moving in the right direction for sure. Okay, the emotions are there, the willingness, the motivation to really work on this is there. This person, like they would never ever purposely hurt you. In fact, I am seeing that like they are also pretty compassionate beings, individuals with all this, you know, water sign energy. I am seeing that like if they weren't before, they are going to be like more receptive to actually talking about things, receptive to your feelings. I'm just even getting like heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, it'd be crazy if we picked that card. Yeah, I mean, we got attraction, which is pretty good as well, but it's like just communication is improving is what I'm getting as well. And we also got this attraction card. I love that. Yeah, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah, so it's like they're gonna be like more present, like, you know, living in the here and now, and yeah, they're so attracted to you. Yeah, do I even need to explain this card? So much like attraction on both sides, but like on an emotional level too. Like, yes, physically they find you to be really attractive, they are passionate about you, you know, fire sign energy here. They find you to be so magnetizing, captivating. Something about your energy though is like so attractive. Like, I'm even seeing, yeah, energetically it's like you embody good vibes. Yeah, you just radiate positive energy, not just to this person but to people around you. I just feel like you brighten up people's days. You brighten up the room. Yeah, it's easy being with you. It's like, you know, even with this justice card here, it's like, yeah, you know, you're very, it's like, yeah, you're easy to get along with, easy to be with. Like, this is all about like amicable partnerships, you know, good romantic partnership, like that isn't too, you know, it's like, even if you do have problems, it's like, you know, you're someone that's mature enough to like actually engage in conflict resolution and talk about it, you know, in a mature way. Yeah. So they really like that about you. It's like you have this level of maturity, but it's like at the same time, like, you know how to like let loose, like I said, you know, have fun. And yeah, just they absolutely love your energy. I'm even getting like 4 of Wands, Venus in Aries. Like, it's just, you're so, like, time flies by really fast with you is also what I'm seeing this person wants to say to you. I'm even getting the sun vibes, like you bring about a lot of light, love, joy into this person's life. Yeah, I could go on, but that is something that I'm seeing your person definitely feels about you. Okay, I'll go ahead and pick a couple of cards from the from my deck, the Enchanted Force Fairy, to see what other messages we have here. We got, oh my gosh, you're too good for me, I'm so lucky to have met you. Yeah, this person really feels like they hit the jackpot with you. They're also really thankful that like you were very patient with them. I'm even seeing with this water sign energy, maybe you could even have, you know, water in your chart or be a water sign, but it's just like, I'm seeing that, yeah, someone was really patient with one another while the other person kind of figured things out. I'm definitely seeing like maybe it was more you with them, and they're really lucky that you stood by them. They're really lucky that you were there for them. I am seeing like, you know, at the end of the day, like that is what this person wants. That is like, you know, everything that this person was craving, seeking, like you had, and they're just like, wow, like dang, I got really lucky with this. Yeah. And then we also got, it was you, it's always been you. Do I even need to clarify this card? Yeah, they know that, like, you know, the feelings that you invoke within them, the way that you make them feel, it's not something that everyone can do. Okay, and it's just like, yeah, it's you, it's always been you. Like, seriously, we got like literally the 10 of Cups and the Justice card. And yes, they were clarifier cards, but it's like this person wants more with you for sure. And like, it's like they're really sure that it is you. They're really sure that yeah, at this point, like what you offer them emotionally, mentally, holistically, spiritually, they're not gonna find that anywhere else. And it's like, that's also something that they're awakening to. Like, I feel like deep down they already knew that, you know, with that Hanged Man and the water energy, but it's like they're finally gonna admit it to themselves. Like, even with the Moon card, it was a feeling that they already knew, but it's like they're finally gonna see that, you know, the Ace of Swords, like gain mental clarity about that and be like, yeah, I don't think I could even be with anyone at this point. Like, starting over with someone else, I mean, it doesn't even sound like something that they want to do. So yeah, okay, that is what we got for you, pile 3. I hope this reading helped. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will go ahead and end your reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.